Welcome back to another scenario. My name is Martin. Today on his World Mapping, we have a scenario on what if Trump got anything he wanted, right? For annexation of Greenland and, well, Canada and Greenland, for example. And later on, we're going to do like others. Alright, let's give this order with annexation of Greenland and Canada first. Alright. We got the annexation of Canada and Greenland finished. Now we're gonna go down south to Mexico. And the invasion of Mexico began and ended in 10 months. The U.S. annexed the majority of Mexico, but leave a small part of it, including the capital, a puppet. Now, bases at the invasion of Caribbean Sea nations, and we'll see how this goes. And within a couple days, all nations in the Caribbean surrenders, and all of them were annexed. War in Venezuela had occurred, and the U.S. is victorious, and the regime changed in Venezuela, and that made Venezuela into a puppet. After that, the U.S. decided to get some allies in from this successfully. That includes Colombia and Peru. And after that, the U.S. were to annex Brazil, and they were successful at annexing Brazil and Argentina. After that all happens, we just send an operating to Uruguay and Paraguay to be a puppet, and it was successful. We see France selling Fontana to the U.S. for another $1 million. It's a small piece of land right here. Small piece of land right here that France just sold to the U.S. Of course, the U.S. is not going to stop there and go breeze through along the other two nations here, and that's about it in the Western Hemisphere. And of course, the Panama Canals and Santo Anoka. Instead of annexing all of Central America, bases had to puppet Costa Rica and annexing the West. Moving on to Africa and Europe. Now things have changed in Africa and Europe. You can see the Ukraine War, the Middle East, and Africa. And the US is annexing Iceland. Iceland is not part of the EU, so who cares? And the US decided to annex all of the EU members. Oh boy. During the annexation of the EU, Norway asked to be annexed by the United States, and since it's in Europe, America decided to bring them freedom. The next annexation is kind of rough. That is okay, and the United Kingdom was annexed. And after that, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and the Balkans was annexed. And a big invasion of Russia began, and Russia lost terribly. Europe history. They lost this much land. And holy cow, China is pissed off. The last couple colonies, it's not actually colonies, but it's a puppet states. Last colonies. The first colony they're going to introduce is Morocco. Morocco is a US ally, but I don't know about that. So Morocco is puppet. No. After that, they invaded Nigeria and Tunisia. But he decided to let the puppet Murato take over the Venezuela. It was reported by America, reported by Trump and the American people. And then lots of African nations are soon be American rise because a lot of them are poor. Still, because I don't know about that. Alright, give me 2-3 minutes to get all these guys down. These guys were annexed by the United States, and 2 or 3 of them want to be puppets. That's included Egypt, into this nation right here, which I cannot explain. This used to be an extinct nation. So yeah. And the last one is South Africa. The US decided to give these guys advanced weapons, and they decided to expand the puppets, make them happy. And the final couple nations is in the Middle East. These are the Middle East is about to become an American Middle East because it's a puppet. And the last thing to wrap it up for today's scenario is most of Asia. And also in Australia. And the last thing for them to do is to invade Australia. And here is the United States in Australia. And this is all Trump would want in an alternate scenario. We could go around and invade every single nation. See you guys in the scenario. Goodbye.